Welcome to drjslab.org. In this video lecture we are going to make one application using JFrame, that is calculator. In this we are going to implement 3 buttons, 1 label, 2 text field. We will implement a simple calculator as well as we will discuss some property related to JFrame. Open admins, then create project, Java, select Java application, next, it will take some time if you are running it first time to activate Java SE. Provide a name, that is name of your project. Here will be your main class. Finish. As you can see here, package my project is ready. It contains one class. It has its own main method. Here we are going to implement our frame programming. To implement frame, I require to import javax.swing.start. Now I will extend my class to JFrame. Let me create one constructor. This constructor help me to initialize my component like button, text box, label, etc. Technically say your frame is ready. Now it's required to initialize the object of my project in your main method and set it to visible. Let's do it. Provide a new keyword, my project dot set visible. Provide argument true. Your program is ready. Now run your program. You will see a JFrame at this corner. Your frame is ready, but it don't has any control. It not has any title bar is also empty here. And again, if you close this application, as you can see here, its program is right now running. If I close this application, even your editor show that your program is still running. Its behavior is not like that. After closing the application, its objects are available in memory. So we need to change the behavior of this frame. First of all, I'll supply super keyword, super method. I'll write here my frame semicolon. It will provide me a title like, as you can see here, my project is there. So it will provide my frame at the title bar. Here it is. Again, that behavior you can see, program is not closed properly. It's still showing that it's running. I need to close it from here. But if I want to implement that method, that behavior, when I click on close button, program should get closed. For that we will provide set default close operation JFrame dot exit on close. This function will tell the frame, if I click on cancel button, it means close everything. Okay, we can check it. It's working. Yes, close is closed. Good. My next step is create one button and placing it on the JFrame. JFrame is known as top level container. So first of all I will initialize button, but it not be a button, it will be a J button, because we are using a swing component. Button B1. Let me give 4 button B1, B2, B3, B4. Now here we will initialize button B1 equals to new J button. We can supply any action, icon, string. So I will supply a string that is plus, again for B2 it is minus, for B3 it will be a star, B4 slash for division. Okay, it's ready. Now I have declared button, initialize the button, but still it's not available on JFrame on the container. I need to add this control on the container. So the next command will be add B1, add B2, add B3, add B4. Now run your program. You will see here one button is only visible because it has a default layout, that is a flow layout. Now I'm going to use another method, that is pack. Now check your program how it's look like. You'll see in the previous case the button was not visible. At here button is visible, but only one button, only last control is visible here. This thing is happen because the container has its own layout. We need to implement some layout over here. There are many types of layout. We'll discuss it in next lecture, but today we'll implement a simple layout, that is a grid layout. So let's implement a layout. Set layout new grid layout. Grid layout is simple like your rows and columns. I want four row and one column. I have simply added only one function, one layout. I again pack my JApplet. Now I'm running it. You'll see the difference. All the buttons are visible in line. If I make some changes in layout, suppose if I'm changing one row and 4 column, you will see it will be converted to the horizontal line. Is it? We'll implement 4 by 1. Okay, now one thing more I require, that is JText area, JText field, not area, that is T1 and T2. Again JLabel to display my answer, that is L. As you know that once I declare, I need to initialize that. Again I will initialize like t1 equals to new jtext field. By default it may a blank, but let me provide some space, then it can be visible. We can set a size also, but at this today we are experimenting with this. Again we will add component, that is t1 add t2. As you can see here, I have added 2 more control on the top of the button, so I need to make changes in layout. That will be 6 by 1. So first 2 text box and then 4 button. Yes, it's like that. First 2 text box, then 4 button, and at the last I need a label to display my answer. So L is already initialized, declared. Now initializing, add new J label, nothing. By default I can say answer. Add at the bottom L. Again one more control added to the stack, so let me increase the number 7. Run the program. Okay, now you can see here you are going to enter some value, you will perform operation, it will display an answer over here. This is what our first program, right? Now your look and feel is ready. Here, if you are familiar with the applet and applet action, it is simple. Now in this program we are going to implement an action listener. Action listener is an interface, as we know, which handle the click event, drag event, mouse motion event. Actually mouse motion is now in this program we are going to implement an interface known as action event to handle the action, and to implement the layout we require import java awt.grid layout. Now to implement event we required java.awt.event.start. Now we can implement our action listener. Once you implement action listener, it is compulsory to add action perform method. By clicking here you can add method at the very back of the class. Here my action is going to be performed. Okay, in my program I have button, I have action, but there is still no any linkage. Your program don't know what it should do if something has been clicked, if the button is clicked. So I need to linking, so I will link my program at here, that is b1 dot add action listener. This line will tell you to the computer, if the button is clicked then call this method, that is action perform. Will make this for all the button B2, B3 and B4. Right, we did it. Let me just provide some hint whether it is working or not. So we'll check it, we'll debug it by setting a text on label. To set a text on label, I will use a method l.setText. L is the object of JLabel, so I am writing something like that: l.setText. I am clicked. Let me check whether it is working or not. Okay, yep, program is running. Let me click here. You will see it's working, but still the computer is not distinguished that which button has been clicked. So for that I will implement something more logic, that is string cmd, that is command. In this method action performed, you will find the argument is passed by the system, that is argument action event. Here action event is contain all the information related the action. So I can check that which button has been clicked. I can check it by e.getAction command. It will return the string, it will return the value I have written here, that is plus, minus, star and slash. So let me provide that string here, that is cmd. It will distinguish that which button has been pressed. Let's check it. We'll see plus, minus, star, slash. It's dynamically working. If you are familiar with C, then your logic will be ready now, that how you going to implement your calculator. It is just simple if condition cmd dot equal to check the equality. If it is a plus, then you know what I am going to do here, that perform the operation of plus. Else if the same command, same code goes here. Let me copy this. This is for minus, this is for star, and last for slash. Before applying a logical answer, logical equation that we are going to write here, plus, minus, star and slash, I need to get a data from text box to the variable to perform an operation. For that I will take a two variable x comma y, and x equals to, I will get text from t1, first text box, dot get text. This is the method to get text from t1. But here the problem is x is the integer type and get text is a string type, so I need to convert text to the integer. Then I have methods, I have procedure integer dot parse init and our string. It will convert your string number to the integer and put it into x. The same things for we apply for a y. Here will be a t2. Now I need third variable, that is integer answer. Let me set default value as 0, and here we'll set answer equals to x plus y. Here will be answer equals to x minus y. Here will be answer equals to x star y. At the last answer equals to x/y. And the final I am going to print here, that is answer equals to plus ans. The difference between this plus and this plus is this is an arithmetical operator which perform arithmetical operations, while this is a concatenation which concatenating this string and this number will get converted to the string concatenated with the answer, and answer will displayed on a label. Now it's time to check our program. Okay, now entering value 1, 2. Remove the extra space, otherwise it will fire an error. It's 1. Now when I press plus, you will see the answer 3 is up here. When I press minus, it will be a 1 minus 2, it minus 1. Multiplication will be a 2, and division will be a 0, because 1 by 2 equals to 0.5, and I have declared answer as an integer, so it will become a 0. Let's check again. 0 by 2, the answer is 5, multiplication 20, minus 8, and plus is 12. So this is your first calculator using swing using JFrame. Thank you for watching video.